Once again, we're going to go down on the track side. Gary Cornwell is down there, and he has hooked up a couple, I guess you could say, rice cakes. Talk to us, Gary.
Yeah, go ahead. John, you're down here with performance. I haven't been down here for a race in the last 2 or 3 years. I'm quite impressed with what Glenn Luckett and the whole crew have done with it.
Hey, I got a new Ruger. A new what? New Ruger.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, so that way I just shoot you. Mark, you got a shoot out of that hood there? I like that. Nah, I stick that like that.
Now, it started out pretty rough there. We blowed a motor qualifying, then the first lap of the heat race, we jumped the wheel and destroyed the brand new cars. So it's kind of a rough weekend. Well, in racing, we know that things can only get better, and perhaps today or something.
For Terry Coons Jr., 16.596. 16.771. Entry sponsored by Mead Carbonless Paper. It's an S-Slinger chassis. From Asheville, Ohio, Sarah Fisher, ladies. Sarah Fisher on the track. By one race, she was almost. First lap time, 16.834 for Sarah Fisher. A good second lap for Sarah Fisher, 16.429 right now, setting second quick. 16.429. The time, 16.368, 16.368. First lap time for John Nervo, 16.890, 16.890. Knocking him off on those second laps. 16.505, the time for John Nervo. Second lap, 16.904 the time. And Carpenter. On the green flag. Lap number 117, 1/8 for car number 71. Second quick time, also below the existing track record at 16.179 for Tracy Hines. Second quick on the day. That's the Van Renton Insurance. John Lawson. This is Dave Steele. He's on it. Let's see what he's got. Dave Steele comes to the second flag. Well, his second lap is 16.670. 16.670 for Dave Steele. Car is driven by Kevin Blue. Kevin Blue. The second lap, and that's the time for Kevin Blue. The answer that is Marathon Water Treatment, and the design of the sponsors. This is .231. He is the third car to be under second lap's a little quicker at 16.962. Track now in car number 35. had a shot at it. He took it. 1:06.200 sets him third quick and gives us 4 cars now under the old track record. And a little bit quicker on number 2, 17.5. Time for Jason Leffler will be 16.403. 16.403. That's 6th quick. Second lap time is a little quicker, 17.338. The driver is Sarah McHugh. Time for Sarah McCoon, 16.827. 16.827. Let's see if she can improve it up to be in front of Sarah Fisher. Second lap time, 16.532. 16.532. By MCI World Cup. Miller Light, Sunoco, M&M Precision, Big City Ridge Redway. First lap time for Ridge Redway, 17.350. 17.350. Second lap much quicker, 16.803. Once per Illinois. Bike racing sponsor,
How about that qualifying effort today? Unbelievable.
Yeah, that was great. I tell you, Pete Willoughby and Keith Coons, they give me a great car here, and like you say, I do love coming to Salem. It's one of my favorite racetracks anywhere we go. And you know, we just seem to get along real good here, and we get going real good. It's just a lot of fun.
Tell me, Jay, how's the track going to change today, and what's that going to do to setup?
Well, I think with the sprint cars and all the stock cars running, they'll lay down quite a bit of rubber, and as long as the clouds stay over, I mean, we're looking forward to getting a little tight, if anything. So, that's where Keith and Rusty Coons are the masters. They'll be able to stay on top of it and keep the car freed up for us, and they'll give us the car all day long.
How about an opportunity to run sprint cars or maybe the IRL? Somebody that does as well in the Joe James, believe me, 16-0. I didn't know if I'd ever see today somebody would crank that here. That's an impressive time. What about the future?
Yeah, we're always looking for bigger and better things. I really enjoy running the midgets, especially with these guys. They're a lot of fun. And we had that pavement sprint car we ran a few races with last year, and it went extremely well here. We won this race, and we ran second, third, and fourth with it in all the races we ran. So I'm looking for another sprint car right now. They had to terminate that program and CE Motorsports there, so we'd like to find another pavement sprint car ride and do some more of that. And sometime in the near future, hopefully move up and get involved with the IRL and go do some of that.
Thank you. The fast qualifier of the USAC Midgets today, Mr. Jay Drake. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Gary Cornwell, and congratulations, Jay. And like Gary, I didn't think I'd ever see a 16-0. I was waiting for that 15 in the midgets, of course. Down from Kokomo, Indiana, the Jeff Walker Racing Team. Tony Elliott. Tony Elliott on the track. First lap time 16.378. 16.378. Second lap time 16.232. Driver is Bobby the second lap time. Lap time 17.923. Saving that one, Tracy Hines. That's what you call hanging it all out, going for the record, folks. And now this time the green flag for Dave Garland. Fast time though today in car number 69 at 15.896. The points leader out of Kokomo, Indiana, Mr. Dave Garland.
Hello everybody and welcome to Salem Speedway here in Salem, Indiana for the Stoops Freightliner Sprint Cars and the MCI WorldCom National Midget Series. Hello everybody, I'm Sean Buckley, and this afternoon on Father's Day we got a special treat for you. It's the Sprint Cars and the Midgets. All the stars are here. Dave Darlin, your USAC Sprint Car point leader, is quick time here today. Jay Drake out of Valverde, California set a new track record in the Midget Series at over 112 miles an hour. We got a great day lined up for you here today at Salem, so let's go racing. We got a great racetrack right now. All right, here race number one for the MCI WorldCom National Midget Series. Kicking off here, it's going to be an 8-lap race. Some of the drivers in this one starting all the way in the back. That's Jay Drake, number 97. He's your quick qualifier tonight. He set a new track record here tonight, over 112 miles an hour. In the third row, keep an eye on that third row outside car, that yellow car. That's Jerry Coons Jr. out of Tucson, Arizona. He won Friday night at the Terre Haute Action Track in the USAC and SCRA sprint car race out there, picking up a $4,000 paycheck. Getting ready to pick up the green flag. Coming out turn 4, green flag is out. That is number 60, Joe Janowski, getting the jump on the field. Jerry Coons Jr. in that yellow car, battling a loose race car right there. As they go down the back chute into turn 3. Jay Drake already passed one car. We got a lot of cars backing up back there. Ricky Shelton in that purple number 90 car. Coons driving to the bottom of that number 51 car. Jay Drake working that top side, getting around Ricky Shelton. Your leader right now at number 60, that is Joe Janowski. Second right now, that's Ricky Treadway diving down. He's taking the lead going into turn 1. We got Ricky Treadway, Joe Janowski, that number 85 car. That is Michael Lewis running third. Lewis under Janowski, picking up the second place spot. Also Jay Drake under Janowski. Jay taking up the third place spot going into turn 1. Battle on the racetrack right now for that 5th and 6th spot. That is Jerry Coons and Ricky Shelton. Shelton getting under Coons for that 6th place spot. Shelton closing in on Joe Janowski for that 4th and final transfer. Ricky Treadway out of Indianapolis way out in front. Jay Drake and Michael Lewis as we see a yellow car, Jerry Coons Jr. on the backstretch slowing. Jerry Coons Jr. slowing down the racetrack. He's going to be out of this first heat race. He's going to have to go to the semi. But all the way out front, that is Rick Treadway out of Indianapolis. Second is Drake, third Lewis, fourth is Shelton. Back in 5th in the 16 car, that is Brian Gerster. Brian's got his work cut out for him. He's got a long way to go to catch Shelton in that 90 car. The field's starting to stretch out quite a bit here. As Rick Treadway's picking up the white flag. One more lap to go for Treadway. Looks like he's going to hang on here. Into turn 3, Jay Drake fires a big slide there. You don't want to do it on pavement, but coming out of turn 4, it is going to be Rick Treadway, followed by Jay Drake, Michael Lewis, Ricky Shelton, Brian Gerster, Joe Janowski, and Sarah Fisher. Once again, those transferring to the main event. Your winner, Rick Treadway out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Second is Jay Drake. Third is Michael Lewis. Fourth, Ricky Shelton. Those are your 4th and final transfers to the A main event tonight. All right, heat race number 3, getting ready to kick off here. In that back row, you got number 9, Jason Leffler. Number 39, that's Ryan Newman. These guys got a long way to go to get into this feature. Taking 4 to the feature right now. The rest are going to the B main. Also in this race, number 62 is John Heidenreich out of Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. They come around. The flagman gives him the green. We got it. Heidenreich dives in that red car, dives at the bottom. He picks up that 2nd place spot immediately. You see Leffler coming through the pack. He's already up to 6th spot. Heidenreich giving a lot of pressure to that number 69 car of A.J. Fike. Fike's looking really loose as Heidenreich dives to the bottom of Fike. He takes over the point. Heidenreich out of Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. As also back in the pack, you see Ryan Newman and Jason Leffler battling it out. They got a few more spots to go to get into this feature tonight. Jason Leffler, of course, had an Indy Racing League ride in Orlando, and he gets by the 35 car. Leffler has to make one more spot to get into this A feature. He has to pass that 128 flat black car, number 128. That's A.J. Davis. Running in the 3rd place spot right now, number 15. That is Lawson 15 car running in that 2nd place spot. He's trying to get under the 62 car of Johnny Heidenreich. As Davis goes under Fike, taking up that 3rd place spot, and Leffler and Newman right there as Newman gets under Leffler, showing him a wheel down there. This is probably one of the best heat races that we've had so far this afternoon. As Leffler once again trying to work the bottom side of A.J. Fike. Tightening up front is David Steele out of Tampa, Florida. As they're going to freight try and ride past Heidenreich. Looks like he's going to try and take A.J. Davis with them. Come out, take that checkered flag. It's going to be Heidenreich, followed by David Steele and A.J. Davis. Picking up that 4th and final transfer spot. That's number 69, A.J. Fike. Jason Leffler and Ryan Newman, unfortunately, are going to have to go to the B main. They only invert 6 here, so they're not going to get their spot back, unfortunately. So picking up the win out of Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, it's Johnny Heidenreich. Johnny looking really fast here today. All right, the first heat race gets kicked off. Robbie Rice on the pole, and he gets the jump on the field. Tracy Hines taking over that second place spot from Bobby Smith there in the yellow car. Hot look at Hines. Hines down the back chute. He goes from 3rd and working on Rice for the first place spot. Hines is around Rice. He has got it. Tracy Hines out of Newcastle, Indiana. And look at that lead he's got. Tracy Hines. There's no wonder this guy's won 5 sprint car races this year in USAC. This guy is for real. He looked good last night at Terre Haute. All right, we got the battle for the second place spot. Robbie Rice and Dave Darlin. Darlin, of course, your USAC sprint car point leader at the moment. Further on back in the 4th and 5th position, Bobby Smith in that 4th place spot in that yellow car. Gerster behind him in that red car. Gerster picking up his first sprint car win of the season in Louisville earlier this season. In the Bill Biddle Hennig Welding 26 car. As Gerster fires the big dives down low of Bobby Smith. As Peterbach comes onto the scene trying to get into that A feature, only taking 4 as Gerster pulls alongside of Bobby Smith, and he's got it. He's got that 4th and final transfer spot. Tracy Hines with a big lead on this field. He has checked out. He is gone. But the battle right now is that 2nd and 3rd place cars right there. Robbie Rice in the black car, Darlin behind him. Darlin trying to put a move on Rice. Rice is looking really good here. He's just right in the middle of the racetrack, where you want to be here. Very, very smooth. He's not too loose. He's kind of holding Darlin up right now, but hey, if he can hold up Darlin, he did a great job as Darlin pulls alongside of Rice. Going into turn 1, and Darlin's got it. He's got that 2nd place spot. All Darlin did was Rice just got a little loose. Going at turn 4 is the white flag. Coming out, checkered flag for Tracy Hines, picking up the win. 2nd is going to be Dave Darlin. 3rd going to Robbie Rice. 4th going to Brian Gerster. Bobby Smith and Billy Peterbach and Chip Thomas all going to the B feature. Excuse me, we're not having a B feature tonight. Only 15 sprint cars here, so we're just going to run, I believe, 2 heat races and a feature. So picking up the win out of Newcastle, Indiana, it is Tracy Hines. 2nd, Darlin. 3rd, Rice. And 4th is Brian Gerster. All right, heat race number 2 for the Stoops Freightliner sprint cars. On the pole, that is not Derek Davidson. That is David Steele. Derek Davidson broke his arm Thursday night at the Terre Haute Action Track in the Terre Haute National Open. So Dave Steele's in that car right now. To his outside, the orange car, that is Mike Blake. To the inside of row number 2, number 75, that is Brian Tyler. To the outside, number 4, that is Jason McCord. That purple 21, that's Eric Gordon. And all the way in the back, that white car, that is Brett Poole. Now, Brett Poole elected to start in the back because he is a slower car. They want to keep these guys up and cause an accident here at this very fast half-mile racetrack. This is going to be an 8-lap race. All the cars are transferring the A main event here this afternoon. Kind of a shady start here. Mike Blake kind of pacing them out there a bit, and we got a green flag. Mike Blake's lead him into turn 1 with Jason McCord in 2nd. And the yellow flag is out. Yeah, there's no chance that start was going to go. Steele kind of lagging back behind there. Blake a little anxious, and he's kind of see the result of that right there. So we're going to try it again. Dave Steele not in his normal number 2 Johnny Vance car. He crashed that thing at Winchester a couple weeks ago. Haven't got that car fixed. Bill Biddle and the Hannah construction team called up Dave Steele and said, hey, you want to run our car? Let's run it. Dave said, hey, no problem. Glad to help out my buddy Derek Davidson. Well, we're going to get a try one more time here. Dave Steele paced him out of turn 4. Mike Blake goes outside. We got a green flag. Dave Steele out of Tampa, Florida, laid him into turn 1 with Mike Blake in the second place spot. Brian Tyler out of Portland, Michigan in third. In the 4th place spot, that is Jason McCord. As Tyler moves to the inside of Mike Blake. As Dave Steele stretching his lead out about 15 car lengths. He's go ahead and checked out of this race, but the battle right now is that second place spot. Brian Tyler and Mike Blake. We got them all bunched up back there going for the... Mike Blake up from the Michigan area. They're running nose to tail. That is 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th at the moment. So it's Mike Blake in the orange car. Brian Tyler, IRL veteran. He had bad luck the other night at the Terre Haute Action Track. Flipped and blew up a motor. So Brian Tyler trying to get things done here on the pavement. Had a terrible week all this week. So Brian Tyler from Parma, Michigan, trying to get it done here. Oh, as Mike Blake slows up a ton, they almost gathers up Tyler and McCord. Looking like some NASCAR drivers here running a formation flying here. But the man on a mission right now is Dave Steele, and he is way out in front, and no one's catching him. We still got Mike Blake in the 2nd place spot. 3rd spot is Tyler. 4th is McCord. 5th is Gordon. Tyler trying to find a way anyway to get around Mike Blake right now. Mike's kind of riding the racetrack, holding these guys up. Tyler smoking that right rear, coming off of 4. White flag's coming out. White flag is out. Checkered flag going to David Steele. 2nd place. It's going to be close. And it is going to be Mike Blake in the 2nd place spot. 3rd going to Tyler. 4th going to McCord. 5th goes to Eric Gordon. 6th is going to Brett Poole. So David Steele out of Tampa, Florida, picking up the win. He's subbing for Derek Davidson. Derek Davidson broke his arm Thursday night at the Action Track in Terre Haute. David looking real good on the pavement, which he always is. Going to be a threat here tonight. Okay, 13 cars, 10 laps. This is your semi-main event. On the pole is Ryan Newman out of South Bend, Indiana, who is outside. That's number 9. That is Jason Leffler. To the inside, row number 2, number 67, Sarah Fisher. She won a Neymar's midget race earlier this year. To his outside, that's John Nervo. To the inside of row number 3, that is Sarah McHugh. To her outside, number 7, Jerry Coons. Starting all the way in the back of this race right here. 2nd to last row, number 33, that's Dan Drynan. Out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Dan had some problems in the heat race, dropping out while in the transfer spot, so he has his work cut out for him right here. I believe we're taking 6 out of this one. 2 guys to look out for is Newman and Leffler. They're both starting on the front row. Also keep an eye on Drynan in that white 33. Flagman's got the flag in his hand. We got a green flag. And it's Jason Leffler out of Long Beach, California, getting the jump on Ryan Newman. Leffler stretching out his lead ever so slightly. As Newman fires a big slide under Leffler, trying to get under Leffler. We got Jason Leffler, Ryan Newman, Fisher, Nervo, Jerry Coons in the yellow 7 car. Ed Carpenter in the fluorescent yellow car behind him. He is running in the 6th place spot. Sarah McHugh in that 58 car. She is running in the 7th place spot, trying to get around Carpenter for that 6th and final transfer spot to the A main event. turn 2. He's been battling a loose race car all day long. He's still holding off Eddie Carpenter in that 3 car. Coons running in 5th. Carpenter running 6th as Coons gets loose again, and that leaves the door for Eddie Carpenter. He scoots by for the 5th place position. Jerry Coons in that yellow 7 car. He has a really loose race car right now. Battling that thing all day long as we got the battle up front with Leffler and Newman. Newman's all over Jason Leffler. These speeds here at Salem are very fast, some over 120 miles an hour here at the high banks. Right now, it looks like Newman is definitely faster than Jason. As Newman fires the big slide under Jason's, we got a car spinning out in turn 2, or turn 1 rather. That's Sarah Fisher as she goes up and tags the wall. Sarah just getting loose, getting into turn 1, spinning that car all the way around, backing that thing into turn 2. She went a long ways backwards. As you can see, Sarah Fisher on the hook there. She just got in turn 1, smoked it around, spun out, running 3rd. Sarah out of Asheville, Ohio, has won Neymar's midget win this year. She quit the sprint car deal. She's going to all the full USAC MCI WorldCom National Midget Series all this year. She said if she wants to go somewhere, she's got to do the USAC Series. She's got to be good on the pavement. His first year running the pavement and the midget series, she's done quite well. She had a quick time earlier this year and a Neymar's midget win, so looks like her day is over. Okay, with 7 laps down, Jason Leffler is your leader. Ryan Newman in 2nd, John Novro in 3rd, Jerry Coons Jr. in 4th, and Sarah McCune in 5th. And at 6th and final transfer spot, that is Brian Gerster. 7 laps down, 3 to go. Leffler pacing them out of turn 4. They get the green flag. Right at the green flag, Brian Gerster, and that's, whoa, we got a big time crash on the front chute. Red flag is out. That's Kevin Blue out of Indianapolis. Ripping the front end right off of that race car. Salem Speedway track crew attending to Kevin Blue out of Indianapolis. He did not see what happened. Kevin was running in the back of the pack.
Back from the pit area, please. We need everyone back to their pit areas, please, so that the personnel can do their job.
Kevin's climbing out of the race car. That's a good sign. He took a big ride down the front straightaway. As the crowd here at Salem acknowledges Kevin. Kevin was running in the back of the pack there. Did not see quite what happened, but ripping the entire front end of the race car off. As you see there, the Salem Speedway track crew lifting the front end of the Kevin Blue's car there. Kevin just got up too high, ripping the front end of that car completely off. As you can see, the bruised and battered race car of Kevin Blue at Indianapolis, Indiana. They've called this race. They've checkered flagged this thing. Kevin taking a big time ride down the front straightaway, ripping the front end of that race car off. Kevin is okay. He's just getting checked out by the safety crew here at Salem. Well, 7 laps completed here with the wreck right here in the front straightaway. They have checkered flag. The racer finishes like this. Jason Leffler out of Long Beach, California, takes the win. Ryan Newman in 2nd place. Number 21, that's John Nervo. He takes the 3rd place spot. Number 7, that is Jerry Coons Jr. He takes the 4th place spot. Number 58, Sarah McCune. She takes the 5th place spot. And those are your top 5. Okay, 15 cars going 30 laps. Dave Steele on the pole, Billy Puterbot Jr. to his outside. Brad Armstrong pulling into the pits, not sure what's the problem. He was smoking earlier in the heat race. Tough break for Brad Armstrong. But to the inside of row number 2, we got Eric Gordon to the outside. That's Brian Gerster. To the inside of row number 3, that's Brian Tyler. To the outside, Dave Darn, your point leader. Inside of row number 4, Tracy Hines. To the outside, Jason McCord. Robbie Rice, Mike Blake, Bobby Smith, Chip Thomas, Brett Bull, and Tony Elliott. Green flag is out. We got a good looking start here. David Steele leading him out of turn 2. And he is slowing. As we got a yellow flag. Flagman Billy Shipman not liking the start. He is pointing. He's pointing at Dave Steele. He's either pointing at Steele or Peterball here. So we're going to give this another try, another go at it. Tony Elliott must be having some motor problems. The car's just not running right. He's all the way in the back there. He's just kind of lagging back. So just trying to get as many points as he can here for the championship point standings. Tony Elliott, Kokomo, Indiana. Once again, Dave Steele on the pole, Billy Peterball to the outside. Eric Gordon, Brian Gerster, Brian Tyler, Dave Darlin, Tracy Hines, and Jason McCord. Here we go, the green flag is out. We got a good looking start. Dave Steele leading him into 1. We got Peterball, Gerster, Darlin on the top side trying to get around Gordon. He got the 4th place spot. Field starting to spread out just a little bit. Steele stretching out his lead. Darlin pulls alongside of Brian Gerster trying to take over that 3rd place spot. Dave Darlin, he is your point leader in the USAC Stoop Freightliner Sprint Car Series. Tracy Hines in that Dayglow yellow car running way high on the racetrack. Tracy, of course, has 5 USAC Sprint Car wins this season, going for number 6. Gerster, Darlin, Gordon, Tyler, Hines, and McCord. Dave Steele has checked out of this one. He's got about a good 10-15 car lead on the pack. The biggest surprise right now is Billy Peterball Jr. He's running 2nd place right now. Billy Peterball running 90%, 100% of these pavement races this year, not running the dirt at all. Spreading apart a little bit, not much passing going on right now at the moment. Tony Elliott pulled in the pits. Tony Elliott from Kokomo, Indiana, his day is done. Taking the checker flag and pulling it in, so he is done for this afternoon. As Darlin goes to try to work on the top side of Brian Gerster. Oh, Tracy Hines looking that right rear coming off of turn number 2. Is that purple 21 car there? That is Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon running very well this year on the USAC Tour. Dave Darlin from Kokomo. He's really trying to work the top side of Brian Gerster, trying to get something done. We have 9 laps down, 21 to go. Dave Steele is going to be hitting lap traffic here in a few seconds. As Eric Gordon tries to go underneath Dave Darlin, trying to take over that 6th place spot. Excuse me, 5th place spot. Dave Steele working the high side. He's got 2 lap cars right now. He's trying to get under. These guys are going to have a real hard time catching Dave Steele right now. Billy Peterball still running in the 2nd place spot. Gerster, Darlin under Gerster. Dave Darlin trying the top side, trying to get around Brian Gerster. These guys are running really close here. Tracy Hines trying to get under Brian Tyler, trying to take over that 7th place position. Brett Poole in the number 9 car slowing on the back straightaway as Dave Darlin takes over the third place spot from Brian Gerster. And he pulls along. Billy Peterbon takes over second. We got a big old gaggle of cars there running really close. As Chip Thomas, a yellow car, really slow on the back straightaway. Dave Steele out of Tampa, Florida, way out in front here. Dave Darlin starting, I believe he started 4th. He's up to 2nd at the moment. We got 16 laps down, 14 to go. These guys are just kind of running nose to tail here. Not much passing going on right now. That lead pack right there, that's where the race is on the racetrack right now. That is 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th right now on the racetrack. That's Peterbaugh, Gerster, Gordon, Tyler, Hines, and McCord. Brian Tyler in that 75 car is the 96 and 97 Stoops Freightliner Sprint Car champion. Once again, 98 champion Tony Elliott is out of this race. He pulled in, took 1 lap, and he's out. Working lap 19. Tyler under Gordon. They're side by side going down the back straightaway into 3. Brian Tyler from Parma, Michigan. 2-time Sprint Car, USAC Sprint Car champion. These guys starting to spread out just a bit here. 21 laps down, 9 to go. And Dave Steele has completely checked out from this race. He is a half a lap ahead of Dave Darlin. Darlin running in 2nd spot right now. 3rd is Peterbaugh. 4th is Gerster. 5th is Gordon. Gordon smoking that right rear coming off turn number 4. As Brian Tyler working the bottom of Gordon. 23 laps down, 7 to go for Dave Steele. He is subbing for Derek Davidson. Derek Davidson broke his arm in a flip in the Terre Haute Action Track Thursday night. He is going to be out for a few weeks to take care of that arm. Peterbaugh and Gerster are going to put a lap on Chip Thomas. As Gerster tries to get under Peterbaugh, trying to take over that 3rd place spot. 25 laps down, 5 to go. As Eric Gordon and Tyler Hines and McCord put a lap on Chip Thomas. Dave Steele closing in on Chip Thomas. Dave Steele is way out in front. This guy has just went out and whooped this whole entire field. It's unbelievable. 27 down, 3 to go for Dave Steele. This will be his 3rd win of the season if he can do it. Dave Steele kind of having a little bit of bad luck this season. However, he does have the 2 wins. He has had some bad luck crashing an Indy car at the Speedway last month. Crashing a car at Winchester. The white flag coming out for David Steele out of Tampa, Florida. Out of turn 4, taking the checkered flag, it's going to be Dave Steele. He is half a lap in front of this field. Dave Darlin, who is half a lap behind him, is going to come on and take the 2nd place spot. Followed by a good run by Billy Peterbaugh Jr., Brian Gerster, Eric Gordon, Brian Tyler, Tracy Hines, and Jason McCord. He is followed by Mike Blake, Robbie Rice, and Chip Thomas. But Dave Steele, the kid is unbelievable. 3rd win of the year. The guy is a pavement specialist. Get this guy on an IRL card right now. Dave Steele in a big old hurry to get home tonight because he was half a lap ahead of these guys. Dave subbing for Derek Davidson. Derek broke his arm at the Terre Haute Action Track Thursday night. As he pulls that baby into victory lane, here the reaction from the crowd. He's getting out of that race car. New track record for David Steele for 30 laps. We went without a yellow flag, without a red flag.
8:19:47. Today's your winner, Dave Steele, blew that away with a time of 8 minutes.
Dave Steele just obliterated the new track, this old track record, set a new track record here tonight.
It's a new 30-lap record here today.
New 30-lap track record.
The record star.
Racetrack in really great condition here today at Salem Speedway. Dave Steele picking up his 3rd win of the season. 3rd win on the pavement this year. No surprise, Dave Steele is a pavement specialist, reigning from Tampa, Florida,
We're going to go
where he cut his racing teeth on the pavement tracks there, racing sprint cars.
We'll be joining Barry down on the start-finish line, so we're going to go over and give you a little David, Gary, and Barry.
All right, we're going to go down trackside right now.
United race fans, Dave Steele, one of the most dominating sprint car performances we've seen all year. Big round of applause. Boy, Dave put a whooping on him, but he took off like a shot and away you went.
The car wasn't bad. I mean, certainly held starting on the front row, not taking nothing away from my crew. You know, they're a great bunch of guys, and I got to thank Bill Biddle for letting me run the car, and you know, all my crew. I got to really thank those guys, and like to get well wishes to Derek Davidson. You know, if it wasn't for him breaking his arm, I wouldn't have had this chance. So, not that I'm glad that he broke his arm, but I just get well soon wish to him.
How about another round of applause? Your winner today in the Super Freightliner Sprint Car Series, Dave Steele.
Well, congratulations to that entire team today. As you alluded to, so far race today.
All right, as the crowd salutes the midgets, the MCI WorldCom National Midget Series. Jason Leffler out of Long Beach, California is on the pole. Tony Ave to his outside. Ricky Shelton from Huntington Beach, California, inside 2nd row. To the outside, Ryan Newman out of South Bend, Indiana. Tracy Hines to the inside of number 3. To his outside, it's his Willoughby teammate, Jay Drake, who set a new track record qualification run earlier this afternoon. To the inside of row number 4, we got John Nervo. To the outside, we got Sarah McCune. To the inside of row number 5, we got Jerry Coons Jr. And to the outside, number 17, that is Clay Klepper. Inside of row number 6, number 15, that was your sprint car driver winner just now. He won the sprint car division. That is Dave Steele. We got 23 midgets going 30 laps. Who's going to win it? Best midget drivers in the country here at Salem. 30 laps. Leffler and Ave on the front row. Green flag is out. We're going. They all pour into turn 1 and 2 as they got, and the yellow flag is out. Leffler getting the jump there on the field. All right, we're going to try it one more time here. Jason Leffler, Billy Shipman, the starter here, pointing to Jason Leffler to say to get his rear end gear here. Don't jump the start. All right. Green flag is out. Tony Ave, very, very slow on the start as they all pour into turn 1. Leffler getting the jump on the field with Ricky Shelton in 2nd. Ryan Newman in 3rd. Field starting to spread out. Qualifier Jay Drake is running in the 6th place spot right now. Jay Drake with a new track record in qualifying this afternoon. As Shelton moves in on Jason Leffler. Shelton putting a ton of of pressure on Leffler right now. We got Leffler, Shelton, Newman, Hines, Ave, and Drake. With 3 laps down, they're coming to start lap number 4 here. Leffler still on the point. This first group of cars has gone on and left the whole rest of the field. Tracy Hines fires a big charge under Ryan Newman, trying to take over that 3rd place spot. Keep an eye on that 39 car. Ryan Newman, he is on the high side. Oh, we got a car into the wall. Jay Drake, he gathers it back up. Jay Drake getting a little too high coming out of turn 4, scraping the wall, but he gathered back up. He's running in the 6th place spot. Jerry Coons Jr. in that yellow 7 car, very, very slow on the racetrack. Because we've got the battle tightening up for the first 5 cars. These guys have gone on and left this pack, this whole field. The battle right now is for that 3rd place spot. Tracy Hines and Ryan Newman. Newman looking really strong, fires a big slide. He slides under Ricky Shelton. Ricky Shelton under Newman. And Ryan Newman looking very fast. We got a slow car in the front stretch. That is Brian Gerster. He's going to pull into the pits. But the man on the move right now is Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman, the possible winner here today, is looking very, very strong. He won earlier this month at Indianapolis Raceway Park. 11 laps down, 19 to go. Jason Leffler still your leader with Ryan Newman closing in on him. Newman with a big fire down into number 3. He got the lead. Leffler pulls alongside it. Ryan Newman made the pass stick. Newman is in the lead, and he stretches that lead out about 2 or 3 car lengths on Leffler. And Ryan Newman is absolutely flying. Tracy Hines trying to get under Ricky Shelton for that 3rd place spot. We got a lot of traffic with the leaders right here. This is going to be interesting. Now Leffler and Shelton and Tony Abe. Tony Abe going to that high side, splitting him, touching ever so slightly. The crowd's on their feet here at Salem. We got very, very close racing. Newman still in the lead. As these guys mess with these back markers there, that just gives Newman more time to get out front. One guy that will just not go away is Ricky Shelton, that purple 90 car. He is staying right up with Leffler. The focus right now on the racetrack are those 4 cars right there. That is Jason Leffler, Ricky Shelton, Tony Ave, and Tracy Hines. But your leader right now is Ryan Newman, and he's in lap traffic, putting up, whoa, contact with Ryan Newman and a lap car. Doesn't seem to be a problem. Ryan Newman just keeps on going. As these guys are getting into lap traffic here, racing getting very, very close. The biggest battle right now is Leffler, Shelton, Ave, and Hines. Hines diving under Ave, trying to take over that 5th place spot. Racing very, very close right here. Actually, that lead car there getting very loose coming off of turn 2. That was the car that made contact with Newman, as we got cars everywhere. Newman, slide, dip, and dive. Look at these guys. Jason Leffler, the first one to get through all them lap cars. As Dre Drake closes in, he set the new track record. He gives Dre a chance to move on in on these guys, these lap cars. 21 laps down, 9 to go for Ryan Newman. He is way out in front. Leffler in second, Shelton in third, Hines in fourth, Ave fifth. Flagman Billy Shippen giving the back marker the move over flag as Ryan Newman gets through heavy lap traffic. Three laps down, 7 to go for Ryan Newman. Ryan right now in heavy lap traffic. Heavy lap traffic. This is going to be interesting as he's going to try and put a lap on his car builder, Danny Dryden. Johnny Heinreich also in that mix in the red 62 car. John Nervo in that silver 21 car. Just gasses it up and goes right around Danny Dryden. This is great. 26 laps down, 4 to go. Ryan Newman in complete control here, passing these guys. But further on down in the pack, second place right now, Jason Leffler. Third is Shelton, fourth is Hines, fifth Ave. Hines still trying to get a run, trying to get under Ricky Shelton. Three laps to go for Ryan Newman. Make that 2 laps to go for Newman. Ryan Newman from South Bend, Indiana, an engineering major at Purdue University. Making it look easy here at Salem. White flag coming out for Ryan Newman. Newman through 3. Coming out of turn 4, your winner of the MCI World Cup National Midget Series is Ryan Newman. Second going to Jason Leffler. Third going to Tony Ave. Fourth going to Ricky Shelton. Fifth, Tracy Hines. And your winner out of South Bend, Indiana, Ryan Newman. As he slides her into a stop, great drive by Ryan Newman. This kid, you see his sister there get in there, the whole family in there. Kid drove his heart out. Very, very excited young man.
Well, there he files out. He pretty well dominated from the front when he got there. No question about it. Car number 39 in the drive around the South Bend, Indiana, Ryan Newman, folks.
Ryan Newman,
Hear you now.
the winner here at Salem in the Walmart Father's Day Classic. Ryan Newman, another pavement specialist, shows that he's number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, and Ryan Newman, listen up. The track record for 30 laps, 10 minutes, 4 and 52 100 seconds. Not anymore. Ryan Newman just beat that record by over 2 minutes. 8 minutes, 27.81 seconds. Ryan Newman just took Don Branson in 1961 out of the record books. We have seen the records fall today, folks, and we've still got one more.
Well, we have seen a record, many records here today at Salem Speedway. 3 track records. Jay Drake setting the qualification record in the midget.
That car set up so perfectly.
Ryan Newman setting a main event or a feature record.
A lot of flashbulbs going off down there. Those guys.
And Dave Steele setting a feature record in the sprint cars. So 3 track records here today at Salem Speedway. Track very, very fast today.
All right, race fans, put your hands together. Out of Indianapolis, Indiana, it's Ryan Newman. Good job, Ryan. I stopped this boy several times. I tell you, he's bad at the moment in the midget division. Here he's at Salem Speedway. What a move out there. Went around the mall there, 4 or 5 laps to go. Awesome car today, buddy.
Oh, absolutely. We did what we had to do. I want to thank my car owner, Chuck Lewis. The Braden Power Plant was awesome, and Salem's awful demanding racetrack in Hoosier. They held up today.
Tell you what, traffic, weave your way through there. Again, midget division putting on one heck of a show. I know the fans were standing up, loved it the whole way. Had to be exciting for you also, weaving through traffic.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. The fans coming out here and enjoying it. Us putting the show on for them, and I hope they enjoyed it and come back again.
There he is, Ryan Newman, your winner today here in the midget division.
Again, only one lead change in this race coming on, lining up the McLeod USA.
Well, a great night of racing here at Salem Speedway here in Salem, Indiana. Had 3 track records. Jay Drake in the Midgets set a qualification run over 112 miles an hour. Dave Steele in the sprint car in the feature, he set a track record blistering the whole field. And right now, Ryan Newman just set a track record. He beat the old track record by 2 minutes in the feature. Well, thanks for tuning in here to All-Star Video. We hope you like your stay. Please check out all Jeff Christensen's videos. Contact him at any track here in the Midwest, Ohio, Pennsylvania. So look him up. He can get you whatever you need. All-Star Video.